I'm going to call file item 12, and Senator Smallwood Cuevas of our committee will be presenting, as I understand it, on behalf of Assemblymember Holden. That is AB 1204 for those that are following along, and then we'll go back to file order. Thank you. Please begin whenever you're ready. Thank you. Yes, you are. They call that a five-tool talent in baseball. You got it all going.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and fellow committee members. Thank you, Mr. Chair and members of the committee, for allowing me to present AB 1204 in honor of Assemblyman Holden, who's not with us today. A bill aimed at addressing the issue of employees being misclassified as independent contractors in the construction industry. Despite efforts from the Labor Commissioner, the labor movement, and high road contractors to adhere to labor law, the problem of misclassification remains rampant in the industry, with low road contractors putting their profits above employees' benefits like workers' compensation, insurance, and rest breaks. The misuse of independent contractors allows these low-road contractors to underbid law-abiding contractors and ignore state labor law requirements, creating unsafe workplaces for employees and leaving workers responsible for finding remedies to be paid properly. AB 1204 seeks to limit the number of independent contractors working under a single subcontract, helping curb employee misclassification and ensure accurate certified payroll reports while decreasing the likelihood of project abandonment. The bill does not affect legitimate subcontracting relationships where employers properly classify themselves as such and their workers as employees. By enacting AB 1204, California will join other states in setting clear standards and limits for the use of independent contractors in the construction industry. To testify in support of AB 1204 is Mike West with the State Building and Construction Trades Council of California, and Mike Greenlee with the International Union of Painters and Allied Trades, who will share some employee misclassification experiences and how it's affected their lives.
Please come forward. You'll have a couple minutes each, please. Thank you.
All right, good morning, Chair and members of the committee. My name is Michael Greenlee. I'm currently the Political and Communications Director for Painters and Allied Trades, District Council 16. Prior, I was an organizer and lead organizer for the District Council for 9 years, and I've been in the trades for 29 years. During my role as an organizer, I've visited hundreds upon hundreds of job sites, and on more and more of these job sites lately, we find that we're running into specially licensed contractors that have been awarded a project who have in turn subcontracted the labor out to Tier 2 or Tier 3 subcontractors who misclassify the workers to pay lower rates or classify the workers as independent contractors. On Public Works, this also cheats the employees out of the prevailing wage they are entitled to and circumvents the apprenticeship utilization. I have one recent example, project in Davis, where it was awarded to a company where they stated in their notice of award they will not perform any work or employ any personnel on the project. They then in turn subcontracted the work out to 4 other subcontractors who most in turn claim to be sole proprietors. I've been on projects where as many as 10 to 12 workers on a job site are claiming to be independent contractors or sole proprietors, all the while working under one tier 1 contractor under one bid and under one scope of work while receiving direction from one foreman. At this point, these workers are no longer independent contractors, they are employees. AB 1204 is a great step in the right direction when it comes to battling some of the bad actors we are encountering with subcontractors that are knowingly and willingly committing violations at the expense of workers to make a profit. I thank you for your time and ask for your support on AB 1204.
Thanks for your testimony. Next up.
Good morning, Mr. Chair and members. Mike West on behalf of the 500,000 women and men of the State Building and Construction Trades Council. To expand upon what Mr. Greenlee stated, this issue is not unique to the painters and allied trades. In fact, many of the trades have similar or identical experiences with multiple sole proprietors working under a single subcontract on the same work of improvement. Amendments taken in the Assembly clarify that a general contractor can sub to as many independent contractors as they wish, and specialty contractors can have an additional sole proprietor or as many contractors in the same classification with employees that they choose. This bill does not prevent a homeowner from hiring multiple sole proprietors as long as they are licensed, which is already required by law. I'm happy to answer any questions. This bill has no registered opposition, and I would appreciate your support for AB 1204. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there any other support witnesses in the room? Seeing none, is there any lead opposition in the room? Seeing none, come forward. Is there anyone who wishes to express opposition in the room? Seeing no one come forward, we'll go to the teleconference line, ask the teleconference operator to please queue up any support or opposition on the line. Thank you.
For anyone who wishes to speak in support or opposition to this bill, please press 1, then 0 at this time. Press 1, then 0. Mr. Chair, no one has signaled that they wish to speak.
Yep, thank you. We're going to come back to the committee, but I'm going to ask, Senator, that you defer your close. I want to go back to the file order, and then we'll come back, have you close when appropriate, and I'll make that determination, and then we'll take up action on the bill.
Sounds good.
Thank you very much, and appreciate you handling that presentation. Back to the file order. That would be Assemblymember Santiago at file item number 5, and I see we have right behind you file item 6. Assemblymember Carr all ready to go, so that'll be the order, and so on and so forth. You can present whenever ready. Assemblymember Santiago.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair, and I'll be briefer on my comments to allow for a comment from our witnesses, if that's okay with you.
Please. Thank you.
Thank you. First, I want to thank you for your work and to help us make this a better bill. This bill is just basically simply about protecting property service workers, ensuring the public entities who contract services are also held to the same standard that private corporations are held when they contract services. AB 520 would just deter public entities from contracting public property services who commit wage theft. It would hold them accountable and jointly liable for those wage theft violations. Mr. Chair, I have 2 witnesses for me, if you'd allow.
Yes, please.
Thank you.
And I'll just ask them to self-identify. When you come up, just identify yourself. You'll have 2 minutes, and we'll let you know if you go beyond that. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and members. Sandra Burrow on behalf of SEIU California, and thank you, Assemblymember Santiago, for authoring this important bill. Public entities give contracts to property service companies based on the lowest possible bidder, and this naturally encourages these companies to commit wage theft. Private companies, like Assemblymember Santiago already said, are already jointly liable for wage theft, so this bill just treats them, public entities, the same. AB 520 would prevent public funds from rewarding companies who exploit workers, and I respectfully request your aye vote. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Lead support witness, you'll have a couple minutes. Please identify yourself and go forward. Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Chair and members. My name is Marquise Hayes. I'm a security officer, a member of the SEIU USWW. I am currently working at the Legislative Data Center here in downtown Sacramento. I've been assigned for about 6 months, and I've been doing security for over several years. I'm a father of 2 kids. I help support my father, whom is unable to work right now. I grew up here in Sacramento, and I live in the Elk Grove community. My duties as a security officer include guarding the building and ensuring public employees and visitors feel safe and supported. The employees in my building feel safe and welcome. They treat me like family, and they even bring me food. Even though I guard a public building, I am employed by a private company. The public employees I interact with treat me with respect. I think they'd be shocked at how common wage theft is in the security guards. I have personally been a victim of wage theft. The state shouldn't do business with companies that violate labor laws. When you earn $19 an hour, every dollar counts, because it can be a difference that keeps the lights on. AB 520 would prevent the state from doing business with companies that take advantage of workers. I respectfully request your aye vote. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Is there anyone else in the room who wishes to express support on this bill? name, affiliation, and support. Hi.
Mr. Chair, member Sarah Flock, California Labor Federation, in support.
Great, thank you.
Jose Luis Pavon, SEIU USWW, in support.
Thank you. Are there opposition witnesses? If so, please come forward. Seeing,
You guys could go.
is there more support?
Christina Alvarez,
Call for them.
SEIU USWW, request support.
Okay, thank you.
Joy Hunt, SEIU USWW, in support.
All right, great. All right, one more time. Last call. Anyone else in support? All right, we're going to go to opposition. Opposition witnesses, are there any in the room? Is there anyone who wishes to express an opposition position in the room? All right, moderator, would you please check the teleconference line? Let us know if there are opposition or support witnesses, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For those who wish to speak in support or opposition to this bill, please press 1, then 0. Press 1, then 0 at this time. Mr. Chair, no one has signaled that they wish to speak.
All right, thanks again for checking. I'll bring it back to the committee. Comments, questions, or a motion on this bill?
I just want to thank the security officer for sharing his story and how important that work is. I had the honor to work with the building services workers, and we know that many of these companies, though they have tremendous contracts and they are in these very extravagant commercial properties, too often will not pay the worker who actually makes sure that folks get to their cars safely at night, to make sure when someone is injured that first responders can get to them. And I'm just happy to move and support this bill so that we ensure dignity always in that work.
All right, thank you, Senator. Anything else from members of the committee? We'll give the author an opportunity to close, and then we'll come back for a motion.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Members respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Thank you. Is there a motion on the bill?
It is. So
All right. Senator Smallwood-Cuevas moves the bill. We will now call the roll.
File item number 5, AB 520. The motion is due pass, but first re-referred to the Committee on Appropriations. Senator Cortese.
Aye.
Cortese, aye. Senator Wilk. Senator Durazo.
Aye.
Durazo, aye. Senator Laird. Senator Smallwood-Cuevas.
Aye.
Smallwood-Cuevas, aye. This bill is on call and has 3 aye votes.
All right. Thank you. While Assemblymember Caller is coming up, Senator, did you want, I want to go back to file item 12 momentarily. Let the record show that all testimony was received. All public had the opportunity to speak on it. I preempted the close on that bill, but I'd like to ask Senator Smallwood-Cuevas, who presented. You can do that from right here, Senator. She presented on behalf of Assemblymember Holden. If you'd like to close, then we could take up the vote on that bill now.
Sure. Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just want to say misclassification is something we have to address. It often leaves workers, particularly the employees, without the vital benefits and supports that they deserve. With that, I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
All right, great. So we have the need for a motion. Senator Durazo. All right. Senator Durazo moves file item 12, AB 1204, Holden, and we'll ask the assistant to call the roll.
File item number 12, AB 1204. The motion is due pass, but first re-referred to the Committee on Appropriations. Senator Cortese.
Aye.
Cortese, aye. Senator Wilk. Senator Durazo.
Aye.
Durazo, aye. Senator Laird. Senator Smallwood-Cuevas. Smallwood-Cuevas, aye. This bill is on call with 3 aye votes.
All right, so the bill has enough to get out. We'll keep it open for the absent members. And Assemblymember Caller, thank you for your patience. We'll now call on you for file item 6, AB 636, and you may begin whenever.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'm proud to present AB 636, which will require H-2A visa employers to give all H-2A farm workers on their first day of work a written notice of basic employment rights with a separate section in Spanish or, if requested, in English, describing an agricultural employee's additional rights under state law. Last year, more than 43,000 foreign farm workers were imported by roughly 100 California growers and farm labor contractors under the H-2A federal visa program. This number has been increasing annually. H-2A farm workers in California are largely recruited in Mexico and are tied to a single California employer who provides them with housing, meals, and transportation to work sites. Many H-2A workers have never been to California before and neither speak nor read English. If they are fired for any reason, they are subject to immediate deportation, which is a powerful disincentive to report any abusive workplace conditions they are subjected to. This bill gives the Labor Commissioner significant discretion to develop a template containing the summary of additional rights and to post it on their website for H-2A employers to use to comply with the notice requirement. I will note that in introducing AB 636, we incorporated feedback from the administration on last year's H-2A Worker Protection Bill, AB 857, and we look forward to their support this time. AB 636 creates a safer, legally compliant workplace for H-2A farm workers, and therefore I respectfully ask for your aye vote. Testifying in support on this bill is Mark Schack, the Deputy Director for California Rural Legal Assistance Foundation, and Ana Vicente de Castro, Directing Attorney for the Agricultural Worker Program of California Rural Legal Assistance.
All right, we'll ask the witnesses to come forward, support witnesses, and you'll have a couple minutes each.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and members. Mark Schacht with California Rural Legal Assistance Foundation, sponsors of the bill. For more than a decade, we've been litigating wage theft and workplace abuse cases against unscrupulous employers in the H-2A system, which we call Bracero 2.0. One of the most common themes in the Department of Labor's approval of job orders to import workers into California is their routine approval of job orders / contracts that contain false or misleading statements about what California law protections apply to these workers. Last year, we reviewed approximately 200 job contracts for workers certified in California, and between 50 and 70% of them contained false and misleading statements about housing tenancy, charges for tools and equipment, charges for meals not taken, failure to disclose that workers are entitled to travel pay compensation when they're going from the employer's housing to the work site if that transportation is required. We've raised these issues repeatedly with both Democratic and Republican administrations at the Department of Labor, specifically with the Federal Office of Foreign Labor Contractor Compliance. And they tell us that they're unable to include a notice like this in requirements for California or other states' growers because they lack the statutory authority. They also tell us that they're unable to keep up and monitor law changes in the 50 states that would enable to do this accurately. So we're coming to you. We're asking the legislature to ask the Labor Commissioner, who does have the expertise, to develop, as Assemblymember Kalra said, the template that employers would be required to use. And I want to just, in closing, thank Assemblymember Kalra for his leadership in continuing to try to get this bill done. Happy to answer any questions. Thank you.
We'll keep that in mind. Thanks for your testimony. Next witness, please.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman and members. I'm Ana Vicente de Castro. I'm the Directing Attorney of the Agricultural Worker Program for California Rural Legal Assistance, a nonprofit that has represented and currently represents thousands of H-2A workers through representative actions. H-2A workers are brought into this country by their employers and are vulnerable to exploitation because they are under the control of their employers for all their basic necessities. They are fed and housed by their employers and are told to work hard without complaining or risk being sent back to their country. Most H-2A workers are coming to California for the first time. These workers usually don't know anyone here and don't know their rights. They don't have access to resources because they're usually housed in isolated locations. Workers' advocates cannot gain access to these locations. They have no cars and no public transportation is available at the isolated locations they are usually housed. I have personally interviewed H-2A workers that didn't know that they have to be paid for all the time they spent on the fields in the transportation between the fields and from housing to the fields. I've seen workers that didn't know that they should have been reimbursed for tools that they purchased to perform their work. I've spoken to H-2A workers that they didn't know they had the right to sick leave to treat their medical emergencies and had to go back to Mexico to get medical treatment without getting paid and risk losing their job and visa. I have represented workers that didn't know they have housing rights in California. So in my experience, most H-2A workers don't know they're protected under California law and federal law, like their fellow domestic agriculture workers. So H-2A workers' vulnerability also impacts the domestic agricultural workers and the whole agricultural worker force, because employers have no incentive to hire domestic workers when they prefer a more unaware, malleable, and uncomplaining H-2A workforce. This much change. The provision of California legal rights disclosure notice to H-2A workers will empower these workers with knowledge, reducing their vulnerability and improving work environment for all workers in the agricultural business in California. Thank you.
Yep, thank you for your testimony. Other support testimony, we can take that now. Please come forward.
Mr. Chair, members, Sarah Flox, California Labor Federation, in support.
All right, thank you. Is there anyone else in the committee room who wishes to testify in support? Seeing no one come forward, we'll go to opposition. Do we have opposition witnesses in the room? Seeing none. Is there anyone who wishes to express an opposed position in the room? Seeing no one in the committee room come forward. Moderator, would you please check the teleconference line and see if there are opposed or support witnesses on that line? Thank you.
For anyone who wishes to speak in support or opposition to this bill, please press 1, then 0. Press 1, then 0 at this time. Mr. Chair, we have at least one person who signaled that they wish to speak. Just a moment, please.
Great, thank you.
We will now go to line 41. Line 41, your line is now open.
Melissa Sedun on behalf of the Pesticide Action Network in support. Thank you.
All right.
Mr. Chair, there is no one else.
All right, thank you, moderator. We do have someone else who came forward in the committee room. You can identify yourself and affiliation and your position.
Tiffany Mock on behalf of CFTA, Union of Educators and Classified Professionals, in support. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for being here. We'll bring it back to the committee now, having heard all public comment and witness testimony. Any comments or questions, a motion?
Yes, I move the bill and want to thank the author for being so persistent, and also all of the organizations that do all this amazing work, and just for people who are completely ignored, invisible, and yet we have food on the table because of them. So thank you to all the organizations.
All right. Thank you, Senator. Senator Rose is prepared to make the motion. We'll give you an opportunity to close first.
Thank you so much, Chair, and thank you, Senator Durazo. Yes, this is the fourth year, 2 vetoes, and we're in a really good place with the administration. As you can see, without opposition, I think there's been a lot of work put into this, and I want to give credit to Senator Monning, who first introduced the bill in 2020 as a great champion for farm workers. With that, I respectfully ask for an aye vote.
All right. Thank you very much, Assembly Member, and we will honor the motion by Senator Durazo on this bill, and we'll ask the assistant to call the roll.
File item number 6, AB 636. The motion is due pass, but first re-refer to the Committee on Appropriations. Senator Cortese.
Aye.
Cortese, aye. Senator Wilk. Senator Durazo.
Aye.
Durazo, aye. Senator Laird.
Aye.
Laird, aye. Senator Smallwood Cuevas. This bill is on call with 3 aye votes.
All right. 3 aye votes, enough to pass, but we'll keep it open. And we'll move now to, should be file item 7. We don't see. Oh, Assemblymember Baines is right here, right in front of me. He's looking everywhere except in front of me. Please come forward, and we'll hear file item 7 now, AB 892. Thank you. You may proceed whenever you're ready.
Thank you. All right. Thank you, Chair and members. AB 892 is a district bill that specifies that Kern County Hospital Authority and its associated entities are subject to the MMBA and the Brown Act and the CPRA. Kern County was authorized to create the Kern County Hospital Authority by enabling legislation passed in 2014 and 2015. This change was critical to ensure the long-term financial health of Kern's only public hospital, which has served the county since its inception in 1867. While this new governance structure has created many new opportunities, it also has created some new challenges. Ensuring the long-term health of Kern Medical is of particular importance to me, as the hospital is where I completed all of my clinical rotations as a medical student and my residency. The hospital is the reason why I became a doctor. The hospital has I know how important Kern Medical is to the most underserved residents in Kern County. The hospital has a Medi-Cal caseload north of 70%, and it is our region's only level 2 trauma center, with the closest trauma centers Fresno and LA, which are several hours away. Losing Kern Medical would mean losing lives, and as the closure of Madera Community Hospital has shown us, the San Joaquin Valley cannot afford to lose a single hospital, clinic, or doctor. The Valley is already one of the largest health professional shortage areas in our nation, and our residents need more healthcare infrastructure, not less. While already a good bill, AB 892 also represents a legislative vehicle that will be used to reflect a compromise and consensus building process that Kern Medical and SEIU have agreed to work through with my office. We are in the process of exploring opportunities to operate the hospital with more public transparency and accountability, while also putting Kern Medical in the best possible position to grow in a financially healthy way. I want to thank SEIU and Kern Medical for agreeing to participate in this process. AB 892 has no opposition, and I respectfully request the committee's support moving the bill forward today. With me in support is Beth on behalf of SEIU.
All right, thank you, Beth. You may proceed when ready for a couple minutes. Thank you.
Sure. Good afternoon, Chair and members. Beth Malinowski with SEIU California. Privileged to be here today to offer some remarks on why SEIU California is proud sponsor of AB 892, to answer any questions as well. First, I'd like to start by acknowledging Dr. Baines and dedicated staff who have jumped right in to work with us and bring forward an important conversation regarding the Kern County Hospital Authority, where SEIU represents roughly 1,600 workers. As Dr. Baines noted, about a decade ago, this legislative body took action to establish KCHA, the public entity with the sole purpose of maintaining and operating Kern Medical Center and its network of outpatient clinics and services. The authority, KCHA, is critical to the health of Kern County. And in the years since the authority was established and the board seated, we at SEIU have started to see where improvements are needed. Improvements to guarantee greater public transparency and accountability between the authority and the community, as well as improvements to bring clarity to the rights of workers as the authority evolves. The bill before you today, as noted, is focused on reaffirming and strengthening language in the enabling statute regarding the Brown Act, CPRA, and MMBA, clarifying that they apply to all entities controlled, owned, administered, or funded by the authority. With your aye vote today, as noted by Dr. Baines, you'll not only be moving this policy forward, but a broader conversation. Again, Dr. Baines has graciously started a conversation space between SEIU and the authority, and we're hopeful we'll be addressing additional policy concerns through this bill vehicle. So again, as sponsor AB 892, appreciate your aye vote today.
Okay. Thank you very much for your testimony. Is there anyone in the room who wishes to express a support position on the bill? Seeing none, we'll go to opposition. Are there any opposition witnesses who wish to be recognized at this time? Is there anyone who wishes to express an opposed position at this time in the committee room? Seeing none, moderator, would you please check the line and note for us whether or not there are support or opposition witnesses on the teleconference line? Thank you.
For support or opposition for AB 892, press 1 then 0 at this moment. Mr. Chair, we have no support or opposition. Well, actually, we do. Someone just queued up. One moment as we gather their line number.
Thank you.